Time for a swim? Gotta cool off. I'll do my best. Yes. Let's go. Yes. For peace. Time for a swim? Best wishes. Of course. Let's go. You've been naughty. Very well. Let's dream. Best wishes. All right. I'll do my best. Yeah. Yes. Time for a swim? Yes. For peace. Yeah. Of course. Let's go. Gotta cool off. Say night-night. Very well. Yes. Time for a swim? Best wishes. Let's dream.
Hulu.
Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem clear video in Fire Emblem Heroes. Today, we're going to be taking on Gharnef in his very own Grand Hero battle on Infernal difficulty. So this just dropped today, Gharnef from Mystery of the Emblem, a big bad, and he is free for us if we clear his Grand Hero battle. So first and foremost, you'll notice this is a very, very enclosed map. For most of the map, both the left-hand column and the right-hand column are out of commission because of these walls going up and down the sides. And those are two tiles that you can't use. And when your map is 6 tiles wide, that's literally 1/3 of your maneuverability stunted. And so that's one thing. To make matters worse, there are going to be a lot of reinforcements on this map. Like, seriously, a lot of reinforcements. And most notably, because Gharnef is a red tome user, we're going to get a lot of green reinforcements. And a lot of those green reinforcements are going to be mages and dragons. So I thought to myself, what better way to debut Adrift Camilla, who is a red mage with fairly high resistance, than this Grand Hero battle. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use Adrift Camilla to her strengths on this Grand Hero battle to clear it on Infernal. So let's talk a little bit about Gharnef. He comes with his own specialized tome, Hulu, which first of all gives him a Res plus 3 boost. It also has this interesting area of effect, damage, and debuff. Similar to Fallen Takumi, basically it does the debuff in an area of effect using columns around him. So it says 5 columns around Gharnef, which basically means the column in front of him all the way down, as well as 2 columns to the left and the right. And for a map like this, which, as I mentioned, has very limited space, it's basically going to be a map-wide debuff. But really only for your non-magic users. So any tome users that you're using are going to be impervious to that effect. So it's going to deal 5 damage to units in that area that meet that condition, and it's also going to inflict sort of a dazzling effect, or I guess more accurately a candlelight effect, so that turn they're not going to be able to counterattack any units that attack them. Pretty powerful, very unique, very interesting, and very annoying to deal with. He also comes with Chill Attack 3, which is a map-wide debuff, really crippling your hardest hitting unit on your team. And he also comes with Res Ploy, which is kind of unusual because his Res really isn't anything to write home about. He has 28 Res here, so it's pretty easy to actually avoid the Res Ploy. However, he comes with a 0 cooldown Ignis, and he has a respectable 30 defense, so that is going to hurt in a big way. That's going to do a lot of damage, 80% of his 30 defense, tacked onto his attack stat. We also have this Axe Knight here, who has the new Fortress Defense and Res 3, as well as Special Fighter 3, so he has kind of built-in guard. You have these Manicheets here that have guard, so there's a lot of guard effects here, a lot of neutralizing of specials. That's kind of the theme around Gharnef's Grand Hero battle. We've got this Blue Mage with Blarblade, Sword Dragon with Cancel Affinity and Guidance, so you do want to be careful about Guidance, that is always a threat. And there's also this Axe Flyer here with Wogoon and Obstruct. So like I had mentioned, there's a ton of reinforcements on this map. They kind of crop up here in the corners and around the sides, and a lot of them are greens and magic dealing green, so we're going to use Adrift Camilla's Res and red designation, color designation, to our advantage. So all that being said, let's take a look at the team, the core team, and the changes and adjustments that we made. So Vanilla Camilla, she has Camilla's Axe, reposition. I went ahead and swapped in Ether, just so that she has some additional healing capabilities. She's going to be tanking a bunch of hits, and that can be helpful coming in down the line. She is +10 on this team. She is the only merged unit on this team. She has Distant Counter for the A slot, Renewal for the B slot, Hone Flyers for the C slot, and we have Close Defense 3 for the Seal. I went ahead and put that on her again just because she's going to be tanking some enemies that get a little too close for comfort. Next we have New Year's Camilla. No changes here. Slaying Edge, Gale Force, Heavy Blade build, Death Blow for the A slot, Desperation for the B slot, and Goad Flyers for the C slot. We also have Summer Camilla, Blar Blade reposition, Fury Desperation, pretty standard stuff. For her C slot, we actually have Fortify Flyers. That's going to enhance Adrift Camilla's ability to tank a couple of things. For her special, we've actually swapped it for Miracle. And then we have Adrift Camilla to round things out. Adrift Camilla, I kept actually a lot of her default kit. Book of Dreams is an excellent tome. I think it's really fantastic. But she does have some versatility. You can use a whole bunch of different tomes. I think for this, in this instance, since she is going to be tanking a bunch of hits, Book of Dreams works really well, so I kept that on her. Reposition for the assist. For her A slot, kept attack Resbond 3 on her because that'll again enhance her survivability and her ability to counterattack on enemy phase when she's tanking some hits. For her B slot, I gave her Renewal to give her some healing ability. There's going to be a lot of Savage Blow and Poison Strike units a little bit later as reinforcements, so this will help out with her tanking. Goad Flyers for the C slot. As always, an excellent support flyer skill for mages. And I put Brazen Attack Res 3. When she dips down below health, below the 80% threshold, that's going to really help out for her tanking some mages down the line. And I put Blazing Flame here, this AoE special. The main reason why I gave her this AoE special was just so that she could store the special and control when she unleashes it. Doesn't actually matter what it is. In fact, you could probably remove Blazing Flame or any special from her from this strategy and it would still work. I really just wanted to have the control over the special so that it didn't activate when I didn't want it to. The main reason for that is there's going to be a choke point a little bit later, and at that choke point I don't want her to kill certain units if I can avoid it, and I'll point that out later. So that's going to round out the team. That's everybody. Those are the adjustments that we made to Camilla Emblem, so let's get started. First thing, we'll snipe this Sword Dragon with Summer Camilla on player phase, taking him out. And we're going to reposition her back to safety using Adrift Camilla. Yes. On the left-hand side, we're going to reposition New Year's Camilla forward so she can engage the Axe Flyer, take her out, activate Gale Force in the process, and then shift back defensively so that she can cover Vanilla Camilla and protect her from the Manakete. New Year's Camilla is not going to be able to take out the Manakete on player phase, so this is the next best thing. Whittle her down as she approaches. Since there are so many reinforcements on this map, the name of the game is to really whittle down the enemy ranks, both player phase and enemy phase wise. It's very, very easy to get overrun, even using checkpoints to your advantage. Alright, so next up we have this Axe Knight. He's just kind of plodding around, slowly making his approach. We're going to use Adrift Camilla to just kind of snipe him and whittle him down as well. And then reposition her to safety using Summer Camilla. We'll use New Year's Camilla to finish off the red Manakete on player phase, activate Gale Force in the process, move up Vanilla Camilla to engage the blue Manakete and kill her on player phase. And then we're going to shift New Year's Camilla back again, just to get her out of range of this blue mage. As you can see, she's currently in the danger zone, so we're just going to move back. Vanilla Camilla will be able to tank this blue mage on enemy phase, take him out. So since we whittled down the Axe Knight, Summer Camilla should have no problems with now taking him out on player phase. And then we're going to use Adrift Camilla to reposition her back to safety. And this is where the tanking starts, on the choke point on the right-hand side. So we're just going to kind of shift our way back and let the enemies approach so that we can more comfortably engage them and take them out on our terms. So Adrift Camilla is going to be tanking a lot of hits on the right-hand side. Vanilla Camilla can also tank that red sword fighter because he can't double her, she's too fast. Unfortunately, she can't counterattack because she's afflicted by Gharnef's tome. But that's perfectly fine. So we have this kind of mess of enemies on the right-hand side, but they can't engage because Adrift Camilla is sitting here planted with that really, really high res, and that's part of the reason why for Summer Camilla we have this Fortify Flyers, is really just to enhance her ability to tank. So we're going to use this opportunity to take out the Axe Cavalier. This Axe Cavalier has a Brave Axe, which is really annoying and really deadly, so it's great to take him out right away. We're going to reposition Summer Camilla to the left so that she can engage and take out the Sword Fighter. And then we'll shift Vanilla Camilla in between both the Summer and New Year's Camillas to give them a Hone Flyers buff for next turn. So Adrift Camilla will continue to tank all of these. And this is kind of the critical point when I was talking about using the special, an AoE special to control, or just taking her special out entirely. If she had an in-combat special, she would kill this green mage, and then this Sword Flyer would move forward. We don't want that because Adrift Camilla cannot tank this Sword Flyer. She has really pitiful defense. So we want to make sure that he stays here as kind of a choke point to stop the incoming flood of enemies that we can't manage.
For peace.
So now we just shift Adrift Camilla back to take on the green Manakete. Her special does proc, but it doesn't actually make any difference. She would have taken her out regardless, even if that special did not exist. So just let her attack, take out the Manakete. Now she's still in the range of the green mage, but not in the range of the Sword Flyer. Exactly what we want. On the left-hand side, we've got this blue Manakete and Axe Flyer, and Vanilla Camilla can tank both of them without any difficulty, so we're just going to do that, and then shift everybody else to safety. We also want to make sure that Summer Camilla is getting a Hone Flyers buff for next turn, which she is. She's sitting next to Vanilla Camilla, so that she is fully powered and her Blarblade is fully powered. Vanilla Camilla will activate her Ether in the process, which will heal her, which is nice. At this juncture, we just want Summer Camilla to do the rest of the work. We're going to reposition her forward. Since she has the Hone Flyers buff, I'm going to go ahead and use this turn to take on the Sword Flyer, because the Sword Flyer actually has higher res than Gharnef here, as you can see. The Sword Flyer has 39 res and Gharnef only has 28, so we'll use this to our advantage, take on the Sword Flyer, take him out, take her out. And Summer Camilla now has Miracle ready,
I'll do my best.
So we'll just shift all of the other Camillas to safety, while Summer Camilla tanks Gharnef on enemy phase and proceeds to double him and take him out. So that does it. That is the strategy that I used with Camilla Emblem to clear Gharnef's Grand Hero battle on Infernal difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what strategies and teams you ended up using to clear this map on Infernal. Hopefully you enjoyed the clear, and hopefully you enjoyed the debut of Adrift Camilla. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you so much for watching. We really, really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those skies.